I cleaned houses for a year and a week before I found my current job that I'm at right now. Job taught me a lot of things, but one of the most important things that it taught me is that the amount of effort you put in is truly what you will get out. Now, yes, the actual work I put into that job, into cleaning people's houses, did teach me that, as far as, you know, if for whatever reason there was a day where I was in a shittier mood than normal or whatever, what have you, and I just didn't want to put as much effort in, or, you know, if I was cleaning a house that was a bit dirtier than the typical one, and I was like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to, whatever, and then, you know, one way or another, for whatever reason, you end up not doing as good a job as normal, and a client leaves their scorecard and they don't give you 100%, and that will reflect on your percentage, and it can affect, you know, raises and whatnot, things like that. But if you do go the extra mile and put in that extra effort, no matter what, clients are almost always going to leave you a 100% on your scorecard, and, you know, you're going to benefit from that. But where it really taught me this is, you know, I was in and out of a lot of different homes and a lot of different apartments, a lot of different residences over that year and 1 week period. But the most thought-provoking, I guess, the most influential one, I was one of their regular cleaners for essentially the entire time I worked as a cleaner. The first time I went there was like 3, maybe 4 weeks into me having that job, and they remained a regular up until the last like week or so, that couple weeks that I was there, because they were phasing new cleaners in to have them start learning and whatever. But this house is just incredible, and it's, some people, I would even call it a bit over the top, but, you know, when you have that type of money, you can kind of do what you want. And with the amount of money they have, it's still not even like that exquisite, you know, like they could do a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying? But anytime I'm walking around cleaning this house, and, you know, I mean, they have a full weight room in there. They have a half court gym with very, very nice flooring, and they have a full-sized indoor pool, heated, a hot tub. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but I won't. But majority of the time, you know, that I was working as a cleaner and cleaning this house, I would be walking around this house cleaning, and the whole time my inner dialogue, my inner thoughts would just be like, oh, fuck it, must be nice, lucky sons of bitches, you know, must be nice, wish I could have this, blah, 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 whatever. But over time, you know, I start to see some plaques and awards and stuff, especially in the parents' offices, and I start to see things, and this one always stuck out to me. I don't remember the year for sure, but it was either 2001 or 2002, and it was this guy that I had seen multiple times walking around this house, and this award said Entrepreneur of the Year. And started thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, 2001, just call it 2001. This dude's been putting in work, grinding, since I was a year old. Probably well before I was a year old, because he's around 50 years old. I think he's a little bit over 50 years old. And I mean, this man is a self-made billionaire. He founded a company, and he ended up selling it, and he's a self-made billionaire. Obviously, help came along the way, but when he started out, it was him. And I mean, I haven't done like crazy research. I never like asked him a bunch of questions, because this dude's busy. I hardly ever saw him, and when I did, he was hustling. He was all over the place. You could tell he was a bit stressed, because there were a million different things that he's responsible for and need to get done, and there's all kinds of different people texting and calling and emailing every day, I'm sure, you know, saying, hey, I need this, I need that, how do we do this, how do I do that, blah blah blah. And I just started, because it's just crazy how for so long I can be stuck in a mindset of, oh, they just got lucky, oh, this will never happen for me, you know, like, when's my time coming? It's like, your time will never come if you never put in the work. And I understand that people are in different situations. Every single person is in a different situation than the next. And maybe you're not in a headspace where you want to hear, success does require hard work. Like, it's not just a luck thing. You can get lucky, but you need to position yourself to have the possibility to receive luck, to be lucky. You put yourself in these positions by working your ass off day after day after day, doing the same things over and over and over again when you don't want to, when you're tired, when you're sick, when you're feeling lazy. You need to remain disciplined, and you need to just do it. If you truly want success, if you truly believe the things that you tell yourself and you're trying to speak into existence, you need to prove it to yourself before you will prove it to anybody else. You think about that, like 2001 Entrepreneur of the Year in, not like the world, but like in this city that I live in, Fargo, North Dakota. And it's like, man, he received that award 22 years ago. I'm 24. He's been putting in work that entire time, and even before. So, like, yes, he's super successful. Yes, he has this crazy, amazing house. Their garage is stacked, right? Like, they've got all these things, but he built that over decades. He and his wife built that over decades. And we're sitting over here wanting to be millionaires, billionaires after 3 months. We're sitting here thinking we deserve this job or that job, or we deserve to have a huge following on social media. No, you have to go out and earn all of these things. And it's a damn good thing that we are required to go out and earn these things and work hard, because if we were just handed these things, 99% of people would fuck up and lose it. If you were handed 1 million followers on the social media platform of your choice right now, there's a very, very, very good chance you fuck it up and never turn that into anything of value for yourself or others. Just saying. Me as well. If I were handed a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers, I don't think I would be able to handle it or maintain it or create value out of it either. It'd be so damn overwhelming. I'm not ready for that yet. And when you are ready for it, you will receive it. Some people, keeping in mind with, say, 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers on a social media platform, some people, they receive it after 6 months. Some people receive it after 6 years. Some people never receive it because they quit, because they think they've put in enough work, whether it's been 3 months or 3 years or 10 years or more. If you had put in enough work, you would have received the result that you were hoping for. It's as simple as that. You need to drop the victim mindset. Just because you see other people getting the things that you're wishing for doesn't mean you can't get them. And they were just born for it. They got lucky. No, bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck up and go put in some hard ass work and earn this shit that you claim you want so badly. If you truly want something, if you truly, truly desire something, you will be obsessed with it, and you'll almost despise not taking action toward it at every waking moment, at every possible moment that you have. You'll almost despise a feeling of complacency, of stagnation, even if it's for like 30 minutes. And we do need balance. If you're sitting there day after day putting in 18 to 20 hours of work and you despise it, like, it's not like, oh man, this sucks, but gotta do it. No, it's like, I fucking hate this. You gotta chill out, because you're gonna ruin it that way too. You're overworking yourself. and you're probably neglecting relationships that are important to you. You know, you do need to cut off certain ones. But if you look through an honest lens, it's going to be very easy to determine which relationships you need to cut off and which ones are good for you and you need to nurture and keep around as well. But fellas, at the end of the day, it's simple. You want something, go out and get it. Life isn't going to drop it in your lap. And even if life did drop it in your lap, you'll probably go and fuck it up because you haven't put in any hard work and you don't understand what it takes and you don't understand what the grind is. And people who have made it in your eyes are working harder than you could even imagine. And it might not look like it from their social media page. You know, they might be constantly posting vacation pictures and this and that. Brother, that's just the snapshot. That's just what they want you to think. But luckily, you know, the internet and social media in general is starting to, you know, the people who are consuming content are starting to want more and more true authenticity. They want the truth from people. They want to hear what it takes. They want to hear these things. They want to understand what they're going to have to do. And they also want to know that it's possible, right? They want to hear these success stories. They want to hear these stories of people who, against all odds, came through and made their dreams happen. And they put in these inconceivable, long, grindy hours, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year for a good, solid chunk of their life. You know, there's people that just go out and they figure their plan out. They truly have a desire and an obsession, and they lock in and they put a plan in place and they stick to it and do not deviate for like anywhere from 1 year to 10 years. Could be less, could be more, probably somewhere in between, more than likely. And they've changed their life forever. And they've created something that will continue to create wealth over their lifespan. And if passed on and done correctly, over the lifespans of their next generations as well. But that shit just it doesn't just happen. It does not just happen. Okay? If you think it's just going to happen and one day life is going to drop it in your lap and everything is going to be good and you're going to be happy and you're going to be fulfilled, you are fucking yourself over hard. But if you're listening to these words right now, I need you to understand that what I'm speaking is the truth. And if you've been a little bit lazy and if you've just been expecting something from life, you think life owes you something. It doesn't. But use this as a sign to say, okay, it's my time. It's time to get up. It's time to figure out a plan. It's time to start doing better. One small change today could lead to a completely different life, a life that you didn't even imagine you could live 5 to 10 years from now. Thanks for checking this one out, guys. I truly appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.